So if you've been living under a rock, you may not have noticed, the internet has been running wild about a rumored sequel of PlayStation All-Stars. This rumor started circulating at the beginning of the month and I didn't think much of it. A lot of popular outlets started posting about it and I just hadn't put much thought into it. But as I've started playing more Smash Ultimate because the best character is finally in the game, I started to get hopeful for other companies to jump into this platform fighter arena space, whatever you want to call it. Because I like this genre of game and I would like Nintendo to have some competition. And of course, as soon as this news dropped about a PlayStation All-Stars 2 possibly happening, of course people came out with the craziest of hot takes, because that always happens with breaking news. Things like, oh, this is going to kill Smash. Everyone sell the Nintendo Switch back over to PlayStation. But on top of that just being inherently ridiculous, those people clearly didn't even read the leak. Apparently, this game isn't even in the same genre. So I started looking into the rumor, and I'm pretty sure it's fake. The leak starts off with the person saying, I am from Capcom USA, which is incredibly brave to not only announce that yes, you work at the company, it's not a third-party leak, and you work specifically at the US branch. You're giving Capcom or you're giving PlayStation or whoever a lot of evidence. Like, they've already got a really good place to start. So, I don't know, that's already a pretty big red flag. She or he also goes on to explain that it is a 3D arena action game, which is weird because it's like, pick a genre. What are you trying to say right now? They also go on to clarify that it kind of plays like Dissidia. According to the leak, the gameplay is trying to be as accessible as possible while also bringing a competitive atmosphere. Apparently, PlayStation wants to make this a flagship esports title. Apparently, the art style uses a mix of cell shading and realism. There's a few reasons the leak stands out as fake to me. Admitting how they know the information that they know, as in they said that they work at Capcom USA, having knowledge of every aspect of the game is very strange. Knowing the art style, knowing the marketing strategy, knowing the monetary policies, knowing the gameplay, knowing the game direction. This is not something that everybody in the company is privy to. There's a lot of poor English used in this post with grammar mistakes, such as the spaces in between each of these commas, and then the statement like, I saw lots of talking. Newsflash, you don't see talking, you hear it. Knowing the full roster is also pretty fishy. Mentioning Aloy as Aloy from Horizon game, as opposed to Horizon Zero Dawn, which is where she's actually from. Calling Tomb Raider, as opposed to Lara Croft, which is the actual name of the character. This is less important to the actual leak itself, but finding out that it's not a platform fighter is very surprising. I would be shocked if that was true. Now, I really hope I'm wrong about this, and I hope that the next time we have a big Sony event and they reveal their PlayStation 5 and they also reveal PlayStation All-Stars as a free-to-play launch title. But for now, I'm going to assume this is false. And it's not because the person didn't show proof or anything like that. That's ridiculous, because then they would immediately be found. But even the things that they said in this post are inherently fishy. But hey, let's look at the roster. Again, this is almost definitely not real based on the information we have, but let's go over it for fun. Nathan Drake makes perfect sense. Kratos, duh. Sackboy, yeah, fair enough. Ratchet and Clank, of course. Jak and Daxter, I don't care for it, but I understand. Spider-Man, when I first read this, I was like, what? But after all, Sony does own Spider-Man, so it works. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, awesome character. She would be a welcome addition to the game. Helghast from Killzone, Crash Bandicoot, thank God. Spyro, my main character. Lara Croft, cool. Jill Valentine over any other Resident Evil rep does sound a little bit odd to me, but hey, I'd take it. Sir Daniel, considering the remaster coming, not surprising at all. Kat from Gravity Rush would actually shock me. I wouldn't expect her to return. Dante, because Dante. Parappa the Rapper, I mean, every game needs its meme character, right? Ellie from The Last of Us, that would be huge. Delson Rowe from Infamous, this would be amazing, regardless of whatever you think about that game. That character is cool. Cloud is next, and I saw a lot of people saying that, well, if Cloud's in the game, obviously it's fake because Cloud's in Smash. I think that's a really, really weak argument, but regardless, I do think this leak is fake. I just think that's a really bad thought process. Cloud in this type of game would not shock me at all, even though he is also in Smash. I don't think it's relevant. Solid Snake, repeat everything I said about Cloud. And finally, the last two characters are Ryu and Chun-Li. Again, of course. This roster is amazing. I would love this roster. But again, this leak is almost definitely fake. Though I will say I'm fairly certain we will get a PlayStation All-Stars 2 at some point, maybe even as a PlayStation 5 launch title, but it's not going to have anything to do with this leak. Like I said at the start of this video, I really hope more companies get involved in this platform fighter genre. I love Smash Ultimate. I think if we did get a company like Xbox or PlayStation to make a game in this type of genre, it wouldn't be competition to Smash. It wouldn't end Smash, but I would love to have an alternative. Options are really nice. I would be very happy to see one of these companies make a new platform fighter. I've been saying for a long time that I would love to see an anime or Weekly Shonen Jump platform fighter. I think that would be awesome. Imagine a character like Sasuke or a character like Goku, even a character like Luffy, and even some of these newer generation characters like Tanjiro and Deku and Asta. And of course, before the people in the comment section tell me about the mobile app Jump Stadium, I think it's called. It has one attack button and I think like 2 special buttons and no way of fast falling. It's not a complete platform fighter. All of these characters would be amazing in a game like Smash, but sadly today it doesn't look like we have any new evidence to suggest that another company is jumping into this Smash Brothers style genre, because at least in my opinion, this leak looks fake. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name has been Bilbzy. I'll see you in the next one.